let me also take this opportunity in a very special way to congratulate our President of the Athletics Kenya and now Vice President of World Athletics, General Tuwei. Tafadhali tumpigie makofi tena. Congratulations. That's really quite something. Let me also take this opportunity again in a very special way to recognize the various teams that have participated in different places representing our country. Congratulations, the teams. And it is my pleasure this afternoon to be part of this grand occasion of commissioning of Talanta House, the new home of the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Arts and Sports. This project reflects our commitment to sports, youth and arts and is now the nerve center of the Talanta Hella initiative, our flagship program to monetize talent in our country. It is the new home of the advancement of sports, the growth of arts and the empowerment of our young people across all talents. This is the new home of sports promotion, football, volleyball, swimming, golf, motorsport, tennis, cycling, shooting, archery, and cricket, among many. This building brings together all ministry staff under one roof. This will promote collaboration, build synergy, and facilitate a constant exchange of ideas and knowledge across the ministry. I now want to ask that we accelerate the process of moving all the departments from all over the place to this building. And with that, I hope we can build on the already successful work that the ministry is doing. And I hope it will reflect in due course in the achievements that we will have, not just as an administration, but as a nation. With all the staff in close proximity, we can harness their collective expertise, break down silos, and foster a culture of cross-disciplinary collaboration and bring much more understanding to the space that you are charged with. The Talanta Hella initiative is a true bottom-up program focused on empowerment, the creation of opportunities, and the transformation of sports, youth affairs, and arts into a viable vehicle for transforming our country and expanding opportunities for our young people. Investing in the monetization of talent will bolster entrepreneurship, innovation, and economic growth through the conversion of passions into livelihoods, creating an empowered and a self-reliant generation and people. Through Talanta Hella, we encourage our young people to dream big and pursue their artistic and sporting goals with unwavering determination and renewed urgency. The government is committed to providing the infrastructure that will return international football to Kenya in a very significant and intentional way. We are prioritizing the completion and upgrading of stalled old facilities in optimal utility areas and high potential talent zones. I know we are all aware of the debate in Kenya about the stadium and the stadia. Many people all the time reminded me about the stadia and how they were not complete. We now have the opportunity to prove the metal that we are made of by making sure that we complete all the stadia. That is why I asked CS Sababu to have a master plan on not just completing what we have, but also making sure that we expand opportunities to other areas And not just that, making sure that all the stadia that we built meet international standards and can be accredited for any international sport. We are at this moment upgrading the Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani, Nyayo National Stadium, and the Kipchoge Keino Stadium in Eldoret. These works will boost our bid to co-host the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations with Tanzania and Uganda. The ministry is also charged with the crucial mandate of youth development as indicated in the Executive Order Number 1 of 9th January 2023. This morning, a few hours ago, I signed into law the Climate Summit and the Climate Council, and that mainstreams the participation of youth in the challenge of climate change. And I expect the ministry responsible for youth to give us the young people who will drive the opportunities that exist even as we tackle the challenge of climate change. Today, 30% of Kenya's population is between the age of 18 and 35. We must invest in these young people to bring the best out of them so that their dynamism, capacity for innovation and talent can contribute to the transformation of our nation and can open up many opportunities for them to participate in the development of our country. We are committed to investing in and developing the talent and innovativeness of our youth as we consider them integral to the creative economy pillar of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda and essential to the entire plan, not just about the young people. The creative industry can significantly add value to Kenya's exports, such as fashion, leather products, craft industries, among others. And just so that you know that we are looking into that space, if you interrogate the incentives and the interventions that we are provided in our Finance Act that now we are implementing, there is a whole space around leather and the leather industry and making sure that we use the resources that are available to us. Kenya being the country that has the third largest herd of livestock, that leather becomes part and parcel of our exports in finished product form. And our young people are invited to opportunities in that space, and I hope the ministry will work with the other departments of government to make sure that these opportunities are not lost. Further, we will mainstream the creative economy into Brand Kenya and our commercial diplomacy, including appointing accomplished Kenyan artists and creative sector personalities as cultural ambassadors. I am looking forward to working with all the stakeholders in this space, all the professionals in that sector, to identify the people who will drive the commercialization of the assets that we have, including creatives, including culture, and the whole of that ecosystem. I also believe that our tourism product need to be enriched much more by our cultural heritage. And I have told the peers responsible for that space to work with all the other stakeholders so that culture, especially the fact that Kenya is the home of humanity, becomes part and parcel of what we showcase as a country. To promote the concept of innovation and startups, the Presidential Innovative Challenge is scheduled to kick off this month and will culminate in the Commonwealth Innovation Week, where we will award the best innovations and top startups as part of the Kenya at 60 celebrations later this year. On the 12th of August 2023, the ministry led the observance of International Youth Day under the theme Green Skills for Youth Towards a Sustainable World. I applaud the focus on sustainability and encourage the ministry to bring more young people into climate action and environmental protection. I have just come from a youth summit, and I was thrilled, encouraged, and I was actually wonderfully, in a very informed way, challenged by what the young people of Kenya, the passion, the commitment, the creativity and innovation around what they are doing to deal with the challenge of climate change, but to also, on the flip side, explore the opportunities that come with the solutions that are proposed for climate change. And let me encourage you as a youth ministry to continue to work with all the other stakeholders in all the other spaces so that we can leverage on every opportunity available to build our capacities that benefit the young people of Kenya. We have recruited, for example, a 4,000 strong Green Army on contract to support our national tree planting program and ecosystem restoration program. We intend to scale this up towards 50,000 as we roll out fully our tree planting exercise and ecosystem restoration initiatives. In order to address the resource constraints facing observation of the International Youth Day and its build-up activities, I direct the Ministry of Finance, other Treasury, to create a budgetary vote item that will be ring-fenced for the provision of funds for the National Youth Week build-up activities and the observance of the International Youth Day every year starting from financial year 24-25. I encourage young people to consider venturing into the emerging blue, green, and orange economies. To enable them to take advantage of these sectors, I urge the various affirmative action funds, the Hustler Fund, Youth Enterprise Fund, Women Enterprise Fund, Uwezo Fund, and the National Government Affirmative Action Fund to develop tailor-made facilities targeting youth in blue, green, and orange economy spaces. This will help in the alleviation of key challenges that face youth in the country, including high level of inactivity, unemployment, or underemployment, early and unintended pregnancies, crime, alcoholism, drug abuse, and substance abuse, among others. That whole space where there is huge challenges facing our young people, we can flip it and turn it into bigger opportunities for them if we tailor-made some of the interventions in the various funds that we have, in the various government initiatives, to be able to create opportunities for young people. We are deliberate, we are intentional about a plan to create jobs in Kenya. It's the reason why the housing fund is there. It is the reason why we are looking at digital jobs, why we are expanding our fiber optic footprint in Kenya to explore e-commerce, to make more young people get into the space around digital jobs. And all this must be intentional, must be focused, must be thought through so that they benefit the young people that we all intend to support. We cannot leave the youth of this country behind in any project, in any program, or in any sector. It is the responsibility of this ministry to ensure their full participation in every aspect of national development, in every space that's available, in the activities, interventions, programs of every ministry, because youth is the biggest talent that we have, is the biggest asset that we have. I am aware of various policy, legal, and regulatory frameworks under development by the ministry, including the Kenya Youth Development Bill 2023, review of the National Youth Council Act number 10 of 2009, and the Creative Economy Bill, among others. This will ensure that key provisions touching on youth in the Constitution, the Vision 2030 Blueprint, and the Kenya Kwanza Plan are not just realized, but we work towards front-loading and making sure that the interventions are clear, the interventions are available, and the young people are made to participate in a meaningful way. I want to encourage all of us to continue this pace. When I did ask the Ministry of Sports to change the framework, because as we are all aware, the youth, the arts and the Sports and Art Fund had been made to cater for many other things, including provision of other services, provision of health, and many other spaces. And it was too thinly spread across many sectors. I did instruct that we bring back the Sports and Arts Fund and make our sportsmen and women the focus and the center of the Sports and Arts Fund. I am very confident that with that focus, eliminating too much spread across different areas will make it possible for us to make real impact in scaling up the sector that has kept Kenya and the Kenyan flag flying high in many capitals, in many parts of the globe. And again, it is very heartwarming to congratulate our Malaika team. Tuwapigie makofi jameni. Simameni tuwapigie makofi hawa ongwana. Congratulations our Malaika team for your exceptional participation and achievement. You have our support 100% as you represent us and our region and our continent in the Olympics. Once upon a time, I was a volleyballer. So I really take a lot of pride that volleyball is getting to the Olympics and to the world stage. Pongezi. Congratulations. Let me also congratulate the Golden Ladies, Mary Mora here and Faith Kipyegon. Wapige makofi yao warembo jameni. Congratulations Mary. Congratulations times 2, Faith. You ladies are a great asset for our country. You are the reason why Kenya is the best in Africa. And you are the reason why Kenya is number 5, together with your team. And all the others, our medalists from Budapest, can they stand up? Wasimame jameni. Tuwapige makofi. Congratulations, good people. You have done us very proud. And you have our goodwill and support. Congratulations again. And we will stand by you going into the future. Asanteni sana. Every time when our national anthem was played, we felt that we were global leaders in every aspect. And it wasn't me, it wasn't Ababu or any one of us who made that happen. It is you. So you guys are great and you have our goodwill and support. Pongezi, 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 pongezi sana. And it is the reason why we must keep our focus on our sportsmen and women. They are the reason why Kenya is flying high, and they are the reason why this ministry exists, to deal with our young people and to deal with our sportsmen and women, the arts, and all the other disciplines that make us the nation that we are. So, asanteni sana. It is now my pleasure to declare Talanta Plaza officially commissioned as the headquarters of the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts, and Sports. Thank you very much, and God bless you.